Hey Bookends, welcome to a 10-min check-in. I'm 10. I am a little under the weather. Okay, as soon as I start a video, that's when I get a phone call. Okay. So I am under the weather, but I wanted to bring to you our Black-a-Thon TBR. So the Black-a-Thon starts tomorrow, February 1st. It ends on February 28th. Ours is going to be a little bit off of the beaten path, but we are going to end with the same book that everyone else is doing the Black-a-Thon is ending with. Let's get into it. So I'm going to show you the books and the order that they're going to be read, or at least the sections that they're going to be read. Some are digital copies, some are physical copies. Okay, so first we're going to be doing African American. Well, it's not going to be in this order, but this is, you know. So we're going to be doing African American fiction, well, historical fiction, African American historical fiction. So basically a historical fiction based in any time period that stars African Americans and is also written by African Americans. So one of the books is Perfect Peace by Daniel Black. This is about a family in the South who goes through quite a few issues. Don't want to give too much away. That's going to be actually our first book reviewed because we're reading that this week. The second book under that category of African American historical fiction is going to be Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. This is the long-awaited sequel to How to Kill a Mockingbird. This fits in because it is written during the Civil Rights Movement and it affects African Americans. So, historical fiction. Next, we're going to be doing African American. You know, I'm not well. So my mind is just woo-woo. Okay, so it's going to be African American alternative history. So that's basically to say we all know how history turned out for African Americans, but these are just rewritten versions to see if what if slavery didn't happen, or what if slavery happened but not to African Americans. What if slavery happened, ended, and ended in a different way? It's just a way. It's more. It's kind of like speculative, but it has to do with history and it's based on historical facts. But on the other side, like flipping it over. So, yep, historical fiction with African Americans. So, the first book we're going to read for that is Lion's Blood by Stephen Barnes. I don't know how well that's, there it is. Lion's Blood by Stephen Barnes. Lion's Blood is a historical retelling or alternate history retelling of slavery in America. So instead of Africans being brought over as slaves, Africans find America first and they bring over whites as slaves. So Irish, English, Scottish. And we live through the eyes of the white protagonists who are slaves. Another book that we're going to do in regards to alternative history for African Americans is Underground Airplanes by Ben H. Winters. Underground Airplanes by Ben H. Winters. So you may have remembered this from a haul that I did recently, but basically this book is about what if slavery ended in America, but it ended differently, and there were still 4 states that slavery was completely okay with, and if someone ran away from these states, what would you do if the other 46 are free? So those are those 2 books. Also what we're going to do is Afrofuturism. So I love Octavia Butler. I eat, sleep, and breathe Octavia Butler. but I wanted to give someone else a chance. So I'm going to be reading for the first time something by Nindi Aquafor, and it is the Bindi series. I'm going to try to get through book 1 and 2 and hopefully book 3. But this is the Bindi series. So this is book 1, which is just Binti. And book 2, which is Binti Home. So we're going to try to get through both books. And what else do we have here? Oh, yes! Romance! Okay, so we're going to read an African American romance. I believe we're going to read 2, but for right now, this is going to be on the list. Okay, so first book is A Princess in Theory, Reluctant Royals by Alyssa Cole. What drew me to this is because it's not the average, or I shouldn't say the average, but it's not the romance I usually see with African Americans. It's refreshing because I don't want to find hood love. I live in the hood. I don't want to find hood love. I want one of us to find something else. But anyway. Yeah. So, she is a professional. I believe she is a scientist. She gets some emails from a Nigerian prince saying that, you know, she's a princess of some sort, or she's been chosen, and she needs to respond back, and she's like, yeah, right, you know, piss off, I don't care. You're a lie. And she finds out it's not a lie. There really is a Nigerian prince. Ooh. And the second romance book, it is also a book that we owned. Let me just pull that on up. Probably should have had this ready, right? Probably should have. Okay, there it is. It is A Promise Kept. Okay, I already started reading it, but it is A Promise Kept by T.C. Morgan. So this is the story of a little Japanese boy who falls in love with an African American girl during World War II. They meet in California, and they make a promise to each other. He makes a promise to find her again. She makes a promise to want him to find him again, to want to be found. And it is his story of finding her, and then figuring out, is the woman she is going to want the man that he's become, because, you know, he's grown up, he's enlisted in the army as an adult, and he's done some things he's not proud of, but he's always kept his promise. So this is also not typical romance, because there is no hood love. Is there anything wrong with hood love? No, there's nothing wrong with hood love. It's just I personally, just like with love triangles and YA novels, I'm not interested. You know, take me someplace different. There are some good hood novels, so I won't say that they're all bad. And basically what makes these stand out to me is not a lot of cussing, and it's not all sex. So that's yay! Because I'm not into a lot of cursing. Okay, so those are our books. So just to go over what our books are going to be, starting, okay. So this is just not in any particular order. This is just showing what our books are going to be. Okay, no. Just pull that back up. Okay, A Princess Theory by Alicia Cole. There we go. That's a better. Look at that cover. It's so vivid. Bindi by Nindi Aquafor. Bindi. The second book in the Bindi series, Home. Perfect Peace by Daniel Black. Lion's Blood by Stephen Barnes. There we go. Underground Air Lines by Ben H. Winters. Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. And one more book that I didn't mention that I'm actually really super happy to have, because it's hyper expensive, and it's not that it's not worth it, but I don't have like $40 to spend on one particular book at this point in my life. So I'm so happy that one, two, and I have the Barnes & Noble membership card, and two, Barnes & Noble was having 30% off, so that's 30% off plus 10% off, so that was 40% off, so I could afford $23. So, Becoming Michelle. Becoming Michelle. Do I look happy? Because I am so I'm sick right now, but I am so happy that I have this book. I have always had an affinity for Mrs. Obama, and I can't wait. I can't wait. So this is going to be the last book we read in February because we want to give it special attention. We want to find out more about Mrs. Obama and how she became the Michelle that we all know and love today. So this has been a 10-minute book review. I am going to go to bed now because I am sick. You wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe. Tu's not feeling that great either, but I guess, yeah. I'm the one with the camera, so I had to do it. But thank you so much for watching, and we hope you tune in every day to our Goodreads. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description. Also, please tune into our Instagram to get updates on our Black-a-Thon, and also tune into our Twitter, all of which are 10-minute book reviews. So just search 10-minute book reviews, you'll find us. Thank you so much. Oh, I am so sorry. I forgot. Okay. We are ending the month with Mrs. Obama. But for the Black-a-Thon, the last book that everyone is reading is The Poet X. Let me just pull that up. I am so sorry. I am not one for poetry. So this is going to take me all the way out of my comfort zone. Tu likes a little bit better than I do, but yeah, poetry. So we didn't read this book, so I'm not saying we don't like the book because we don't know anything about the book. But yes, so it's The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. So that's going to be the video that we put out on the 28th of February. So this is the book. So this is just a picture of it. I'm actually going to see how much the actual book costs at Barnes & Noble. Let me check that right now, because duh, I have the internet. Just 1 minute. Poet X. Oh, it's like $10. Oh wait, no, that's the Kindle version. Okay, let me see how much physical costs. How much is the physical? $15. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that. If I have it, if I have the money, if I have the money, I will buy the physical copy. If I don't, I will buy the digital copy, and we'll be reviewing it from this. This is our 10-inch. Nope. We have a review video on this too. I'll link that in the video if you want to know more about it. My grubby hands have been all over it, so that's why the screen is all grubby. But yeah, so depending on how finance looks and how, if I really, you know, I'm gonna read bits and pieces of it, and if I find that I really like it, I'll buy the physical copy. If not, then I'll just buy the digital copy, so we can give the review on the 28th with all of our friends, whether they be black, white, other, whatever they choose to be, on the 28th of February. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you continue to tune in, and see you tomorrow on one platform or another. And forgot something else. I'm sick, so I forget things. Also too, so we're still going to be doing our regular book reviews. So non-Black-a-Thon books will still be done on Monday. But our Black-a-Thon books will be done on Wednesday. And we may double up, so, you know, so we can get all of them in. But yes, so we'll still have our regular review show on Monday. And our Black-a-Thon books every Wednesday. Now we're done. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and we hope to see you or communicate with you in some way on one of our platforms tomorrow. Bye.